Game 7. 2 words filled with anticipation and a history of drama. And now this season comes down to that one game, Game 7. Two teams, 2 leaders, 2 of the best. The game is known. And now, one game remains. One game, one winner, one NBA champion. Game 7, next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1994 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 7 between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets.
Sometimes the waiting is the most difficult part, excruciatingly difficult. About 72 hours since Hakeem Olajuwon and the Rockets knew they had survived to play a Game 7, the most important of their professional basketball lives. Maybe even more difficult for Patrick Ewing and the Knicks, save for the practices and the meetings, idling the time away in a hotel, inside the Rocket locker room. And on the other side, Charles Oakley, as is his custom, trying to chill, listening to the tunes, about 10 minutes from the tip-off.
And 48 minutes of tough defense. Leave it out on the floor tonight. Leave it out there tonight. Everything out there on the floor, baby. 1, 2, 3.
Rockets, yeah, baby, let's go, let's go.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Costas. Welcome to Game 7. The pursuit of this trophy began when they reported to training camp in early autumn. Now they have played through winter and spring, and on this, the first full day of summer, the Houston Rockets and New York Knicks will determine this basketball season's NBA champion. It has been said repeatedly and with validity that the Knicks-Rockets series lacks the artistry we have come to expect from the NBA Finals. But what has become clear is that this series now has a dramatic character of its own. The Knicks and Rockets bring to this arena, this one last time, league-leading supplies of passion and resolve. And while this year's champion may not rank with the Celtics, Lakers, Pistons, or Bulls of the recent past, New York and Houston are so evenly matched that Game 7 was almost inevitable. And it also seems almost inevitable it will be in doubt in the last few minutes, just as the first 6 have been. Now for some background. Houston fans probably prefer league history to local history. On the league side, no road team has won the 7th game of an NBA playoff series in any round since 1982. That's 19 straight for the home team. But on the local side, no Houston team has ever won a championship in a league that still exists. The Oilers won the first 2 titles in the old AFL. The Hockey Arrows won in the WHA. But other than that, it's been a litany of near misses for the Oilers, the Astros, the Rockets, even Hakeem Olajuwon's University of Houston Cougars. Titletown, USA, this is not. The Rockets are slight favorites to change that tonight. As for the Knicks, if they're to do it, why shouldn't it be the hard way? After all, this is their 25th playoff game, the most any team has ever endured, and their third consecutive Game 7 of this postseason. They found a way against the Bulls and the Pacers, both times at Madison Square Garden. To win this Game 7 here at the Summit in the finals would be in every sense a crowning achievement. And speaking of royalty, here now is the king of NBA play-by-play men, Marv Albert. I almost forgot his name. If he's the king, how could I forget his name? Let's go to him for the call. Marvelous.
All right, Bob, and that is very kind. I'm alongside Magic Dukas, who is part of the royalty, it should be pointed out. Now, for Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon, for only the second time in their career, it has come down to one game, winner take all. It was back in 1984 at the Kingdome in Seattle, Washington, in the NCAA championship game. Ewing against Olajuwon, Georgetown versus the University of Houston, and the Hoyas of Georgetown defeated the Cougars of Houston 84-75. The following year, in 1985, Patrick Ewing was the #1 pick in the draft, and the feeling was he would eventually lead the Knicks to a championship. It has not been an easy task, and the window of opportunity may be running out. The same can be said for Hakeem Olajuwon. This is his 10th year in the NBA. He had 2 cracks at a collegiate national crowd, and he's still seeking a first NBA title. So, Matt, for both, it has come down to this tonight.
Well, these two have been the center of attention throughout this series, and both players have had some special moments. Even though Patrick Ewing's scoring and shooting percentage are down from his normal 24 points a game and 50% from the field, his defense, rebounding, and shot blocking have been instrumental in getting the Knicks to this 7th game. But his outside shot has been too frequent and inconsistent, and if it is not on tonight, he must get to the basket for better percentage shots. Now, Hakeem Olajuwon's numbers have remained consistently outstanding against the best defense in the league, and a big key for him has been when he makes that quick, decisive move before the Knicks team defense can react, it's almost unstoppable. And even though Hakeem has not been dominant on the defensive boards, his effort, ability, and shot blocking show why he is the defensive player of the year. And for these two to help their teams tonight, Patrick Ewing has to shoot the basketball better, and Hakeem Olajuwon has to rebound more.
And for Pat Riley, it is a chance to coach a championship team for a 5th time during the course of his career. For Rudy Tomjanovich, it is a shot at a first NBA title. How have the two coaches handled it? What did they say to their teams before they hit the floor for the pregame warm-ups?
Go for it. Got to come and go for it, especially on the road. You know, you cannot show any hesitation, any tentativeness at all. And, you know, the game plan is intact. Although it's important to be really obedient and disciplined to what you're trying to do and not get caught up in the emotion of trying to win and think about all of the residual rewards you might get if you win. I mean, you got to focus in for 48 minutes and get that out of the way and then let the result take care of itself and not think about anything else other than playing the game and playing it tough.
I do want it for them. They deserve it. And let's go out and do it. I really do believe that I don't have to say a word, that they understand, and the difference in this game, winning or losing, will not be on what I say in that locker room before the game.
At this time, there are no magic words that a coach needs to say. It comes down to this: 9 months of preparation for one game. And Marv, there are really only 3 things that each team can control tonight. And that's how hard they play, how smart they play, and how much they play together.
So on the 2nd day of summer, there is still basketball to be played. For the Rockets, it is their 105th game of the season. For the next game, number 107, the winner will be crowned the NBA champion.